Hey everybody, Anthony Alfredo here. We're at the virtual Michigan International Speedway, and you know what that means. It's time for another track lap with Fast Pasta, presented by Logitech G. So, we're in our NASCAR Xfinity Series car, coming off of pit road here. We gotta follow the blend line rules, come off of the apron on the exit of turn 2, then blend up onto the racetrack. First thing you'll see is how long the straightaways are at this 2-mile oval. We've also got really big, wide, sweeping turns, so a lot of places to move around at, find clean air during the race because the speeds are so high, track position's huge, and the draft is really big on these straightaways just because they're so long. So it's really fun, exciting racing for the fans and the drivers, but the biggest thing is momentum with these long straightaways. So when we go into the corner here, it's not about rushing this entry as much as it's giving up a little bit, getting down into the corner to make sure that you can get back to full throttle as early as possible and stay full throttle. You don't want to have a moment where you have an understeer or oversteer situation, loose or tight, and have to get out of the throttle and lose all that momentum. So giving up a little bit on entry just to make sure we can get down to the center and then get matted and stay matted, foots to the floor. The outside wall does sneak up on you, especially off of turn 2 as you fall out of the banking because you're going so fast here. Speeds of upwards and over 200 miles per hour, especially in the draft, down into turn 1. This bottom lane is really tricky because there's less banking below this seam. So in turn 1, you don't really see guys dip below it. When you touch it, it can make the car slide a little bit. If you're tight and struggling to steer the car, you can use that seam to your advantage to help the balance. But down in 3 and 4, it's not as significant of a transition, so you can work your way all the way down there. And then you'll see cross that transition, make sure we keep the car as straight as possible, kind of slide up a little bit. And sometimes we run the top of the straightaways as well like this just to protect the right side so guys can't get outside of you, pull on that right rear quarter panel and side draft you. So it's critical to kind of stay in line and use the draft to your advantage, where some guys try to make moves. They might pass a couple cars on the bottom, but if they don't get clear up on the straightaway, they end up losing a lot of spots, kind of like a freight train. So a lot of shifting throughout the field. It's like high-speed chess here just because patience is everything along with positioning on track. So it's definitely going to take a well-executed day to finish well, but I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully you are too. Be sure to watch this weekend, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's track lap.